viewers and viewesses, my name is John Redstrategist and welcome back to Captain Claw. This is episode 60 and I'm joined today by Phil, who is calling via Skype. How are you, Phil?
Hello, yes. Well, I am very interested in this because this is an old favourite of ours, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed.
So, for those who are not aware, I'll just go through a little explanation. When we were younger, and I used to come round to see you, round at your parents' house.
Indeed,
Before we played any other game, we would always do Captain Claw first. We'd obviously do the main campaign.
This is going back to when we were just kids, everybody.
Yeah, when we were just kids. And the funny thing was, we'd always do it in God mode. So we'd never lose any health or never do anything. And the funny thing was, I would always be in charge of throwing dynamite everywhere.
That's exactly what we used to do. Yes, I would control the movement keys, and you would just spam dynamite all over the place.
Just throw it everywhere.
Unlimited dynamite. Yes, because
that was it. Unlimited dynamite. And there were some occasions where I managed to kill some enemies, but it was very rare.
Yes, and most of the time we just ended up triggering the hurt animation on Claw himself and just slowing down progress entirely. But that's
and then also throwing dynamite, because I know there's one level with those like fronds of those ferns that you threw dynamite in and then just shoved it up like a trampoline.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, but that's a bit of nostalgia back in the old days. So we're going to take a look at another player-made custom level. I've got an absolute list of them here. I mean, actually, it's interesting because this version of the game I'm playing, which is available on the Captain Claw Recluse, actually comes with a load of levels pre-installed. Phil, you were supposed to have cleared your...
I was supposed to have cleared that, but my body was like, nope.
No, exactly. That's what it's
going
to say.
Banana. Well, it's probably because I had a banana for lunch. So.
You had a banana for lunch, eh? Did you now? Yes. Well, let's see now. What have we got down here? We could... you see, we've got so many
I can't really see, so you're just going to have to...
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go randomly up and down in the menu like
this. Okay, I'll say stop.
Okay, stop. Right, I'm going to start
you're in that
with
section.
the mouse.
Now do that. Stop.
We are going with Canyon Refuge.
Ooh, I like the sound of that one.
It's it was made apparently in April 19th, 2005, created by
2005.
Yeah,
Good God.
I can't pronounce that name. I'm not sure what level this would be. What's this based on? Oh, level 10. Okay.
Oh, the cliffs.
The cliffs, yeah. The Clifferoonies.
In the original main game, how many levels were there in total?
14. That's how many were.
Well, that's it. 14, I remember. Yeah, we always used to do, before we did Captain Claw, I remember we used to do that Gold Runner game as well.
Oh, GJ Gold Runner, yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
GJ is actually, you can still buy their games online, believe it or not.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. And they have, quite a few of them. So there's Gold Runner, you have games like Chucky Egg, GJ Pac-Man. GJ Pac-Man was always fun. Because it was like Super Pac-Man with all kinds of different mechanics to it. It was really, really good.
Pac-Man, one of the grandfathers of video gaming.
Yes.
The true grandfather is, the true grandfather, everyone thinks it's Pong. But no, the true grandfather is Computer Space.
Computer Space, eh?
Yeah, which came out a year before Pong. Yeah.
I think I vaguely recognise the name. I've already died once.
Yeah.
I completely mistimed that
these
jump.
Custom levels, let me just get my head around it. These custom levels are people's own designs, but based off the actual levels from the game.
Yeah, because there's two forms of software out there for actually making Captain Claw custom maps. There's one called WAP Map, and I think there's one that's just called Claw Edit. And people use those to actually make these kind of levels. But the way it works is, obviously you use the tile sets and things from the default game. So that's how it works, yeah. But I don't know, there may be people out there who've been able to create their own sort of... things.
Yeah, they're not based off the vanillas.
Oh, there was no way to get back up there because I destroyed all the crumbling pegs. Well,
twice you've died there.
Yes, that's twice I've died. Luckily, I picked up an extra life in that area just then, so it kind of balanced out, sort of. Okay, right.
It's a bit like in a way, I suppose, Super Mario Maker.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, actually, that's kind of a good analogy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, Super Mario Maker. I was once recently watching the Game Grumps playlist of that, and I got so far
Which
into
one?
it.
1 or 2?
Number 1. They are doing number 2 as well, but I need to get around to that. I need to get back to where I was up to in that playlist.
It's interesting because it's levels designed on all sorts of different versions of Mario, from the old 8-bit era to the modern day.
Indeed,
that you've got now.
Yeah. It's such a good idea, though, that they made that.
Well done, Nintendo.
I imagine there's all kinds of players out there who, fuck me, I just fell again.
Wow. Number 3.
Is there...
Oh,
I was wondering, is he
wow,
just going to fall
clever.
forever then? Yeah.
That's clever, actually. I liked
Indeed.
that. It was a while before you actually died. Oh, I
Yeah.
remember those fucking seagulls.
Yeah, they were annoying, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. I think probably one of the most annoying enemies in Captain Claw. Yeah, they were a nightmare. Oh, what the?
And you're off. And now we wait 5 hours.
Yeah.
And death number
There
4.
we are. Okay, is it possible to actually jump up onto that platform? It must be, because I can't see where else to go.
With regards to games that you can design your own levels, the one that everyone's waiting for at the moment, which is a PS4 exclusive, is Dreams. I don't know if you've heard of Dreams.
I haven't, no.
I think it's going to be released next month, March. It's basically where you get to create your own levels, and it's just limitless amount of things to do. It's very similar to old Little Big Planet.
Oh, Little Big Planet, yeah. I remember
which was
that one.
the PS4 back in the PS3 back in the day. Yeah, there's Dreams which is coming where you can make your own levels and things like that, and you can make all sorts of different genres. I think you can do things like racing games within it, make your own racing maps, and then you can just go to like a first-person shooter style. It's really quite clever. Yeah, Dreams it's called. I might have a little bit more of a research on it.
Yeah, do so. It'd probably be quite interesting. My viewers, of course, are all busy kind of suggesting various games for me to play and all that. Yeah. Gosh, probably too many for me to realistically be able to do them all, but who knows?
I know, but getting obviously you've just uploaded your latest and final episode of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
That is correct. Yes, I'm recording. We're recording this on the 9th of February. Everybody, which is the same day that episode 12 of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture has gone out, and it's been a very good game, I must say.
What I think you should do, because you said you need to give some time, I think you should do an episode 13 with your analogies and theories on the ending.
Okay.
Because I know you said you wanted to go away and have some time to think.
Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Possibly, though, I'd need to reinstall the game on Steam, because once I play something, I always tend to uninstall it just to,
We don't really need to. You don't need to reinstall it. You can remember what's happened in the game. You can just do like a.
It's just thinking about what would go in the background in terms of footage.
Well, you know what always works in the background? Say You're Being Hunted.
Yes, it does. Well, I don't know if I'd use Sir You're Being Hunted as a background for a game.
Or you could just do it with Audacity.
Could
just have a generic background and have a little chat. Yeah.
Ooh, where am I going here, Phil? Oh,
I don't know, but I think you're on those crumbly rocks, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
They were infamous.
Claw just doing his Tarzan impersonation just then.
Yeah.
But yes. Man.
Was the main objective of the original game he was going after his girlfriend who had got caught by?
No. He was caught by they're called the Cocker Spaniards. It's Cocker Spaniels. They're the sort of principal villain of the game, or rather the starting villain. And they capture him. They sink his ship. He then gets imprisoned in La Rocca, where he discovers a letter from a character called Edward Tobin, who talks about the Amulet of 9 Lives. So Claw basically resolves to escape, re-find his crew, get a new ship, and find the Amulet of 9 Lives. It's like
what a waste of a journey, because cats already have 9 lives. What's he trying to do? He's trying to get 18, is he?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Greedy
bastard.
18 lives better than 9. Let's put it that way.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yes. What you get? Is that some sass I detect coming from your direction?
That is some sass. I've also noticed, which is good. Going back to old Tomb Raider.
Yes, I finally got back round to that.
Obviously, because the last episode was with me.
Yes. Yeah. And one of my viewers commenting that it took 5 years off his life watching me struggle through that area.
Oh yeah,
that's
funny.
A
funny area.
Yeah. God, I can't kill that guy for a second. Already a loo. What's over this? Oh, there's a ladder. Oh, that's a lot of peg leg dudes. I took one of them out there.
Oh, is that the magic claw?
Yes.
Yeah, every time he shoots it, claw.
Yeah, indeed.
It's a big shout sound, doesn't it?
Oh god, this guy's being a bit of an annoyance. Gosh,
being a bit of a noob jockey.
I'm not doing too well at this level, I must say. Oh god, Brr. Careful, I'm nearly dying.
Well, like you've said in all sorts of different videos, people don't come here to watch amazingness.
No, they don't.
People come here to watch stupidity.
Yeah, pretty much.
By one person who's on the other end of Skype. Yeah, that's me. That's it. Self-deprecation is the best form of deprecation.
Indeed it is, yes. There we go, blew him up.
Oh, yeah, see, hopefully people liked our Q&A.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a super-sized mammoth one.
There's still some questions, actually, which people did send in, which unfortunately didn't make it into that video just because they sent them too late. So at some point we will probably do another of those.
Another Q&A, certainly. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be as long as that one, but you never know. Oh, God.
Never know. That was a good one. Yeah. An hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, nice mammoth one.
Hey,
mammoth. We've done more. I mean, the biggest thing that you've done was was it honeypot with 3 hours?
Yes, something like something that long, perhaps.
Yeah, it was honeypot where we did a 3 hour special.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Fucking oh god, I'm on 5 health.
The arseholes.
Yeah, these fucking peg leg pirates.
Where was the last checkpoint?
It was a ways back. Oh gosh, there's freaking health up there that maybe I could get. Oh, I don't know if I've got enough of a jump though to get that. Oh, we'll try it though. Yeah, nope, I'm dead. That's another life lost.
That's the end of that.
Yep.
When was this game released?
1997 it was.
Oh, I think. Do you know? I think that's the exact same year Half-Life was.
Really?
I think it was Half-Life 1997 or 1996.
I thought it was 1998 Half-Life, but
it's 1998. Yeah,
so
you're right.
Around about the same time. Yes, so you're not far.
For those viewers out there who loved and watching the Half-Life episodes with me and with Andrew on his own, we have recorded episode 1 of Half-Life 2.
We have indeed.
We have done a Half-Life 2, although it hasn't been released yet, but we have done one episode of Half-Life 2. Yeah.
So we'll, I don't know when I'll obviously upload that, but it'll be sometime, hopefully in the not too distant future.
And then we also finished it as well, and we're now working on Half-Life 3. Gabe Newell specifically gave us a copy. And we're doing that one now.
We're special enough to get a free copy of. I always hated the.
And here it is.
Levels 9 and
you
10.
You thought you were watching Captain Claw, but no, this is it. This is Half-Life 3.
Sorry, I'm just concentrating on killing these enemies. They're a nightmare.
There you go. Yeah.
No, they were. God, I'm on 35 health.
They weren't really a threat to us back in the day.
They weren't, because fuck! Jesus, sorry, red rage coming in a bit.
That was extreme red rage.
It was. I think about the enemies in levels 9 and 10 of Captain Claw. They were some of the nastiest enemies in the game. So the peg leg dudes obviously roll around shooting at you, and then the crazy hooks are a fucking nightmare as well.
The funny thing about you, Andrew, is the fact that your frustration levels get to their maximum quite easily.
They do, yes.
You do need to sort of qualm them.
Qualm them?
A little, yes.
I have no qualms about... Well, I've died again.
I think what we should do is put like a heart rate meter on you.
Yes, we should.
And that would go up really quickly.
Stress levels.
Stress levels, that's it, yeah.
Yes.
No, but it's funny to see.
It is indeed, yeah. This is probably one of the reasons why people watch this sort of thing, just to watch me,
rage.
Angry, yes. Watch me
but
angry, yes.
One good thing about you is you don't rage quit.
I don't, no.
So, no matter how frustrated, like we saw with Alien Isolation, which is probably one of the times where you've been. Yeah. Okay. But you don't rage quit. People who rage quit, just stop. Yeah, okay, it might be good to have a little break, just to calm yourself down a bit, but don't just go out especially it's horrendous in like multiplayer games.
Indeed.
Don't ever do it in multiplayer games.
Oof, gosh, that's one down. Okay, good. Just got to get him cornered at edges. Oh, there's a checkpoint down there as well. Hold on, I'll get that. Oh no! Watch out for the crazy hook.
You've got the checkpoint, so you're okay.
Yep. As long as I don't now get killed.
Well, if you do get killed, you're going to be there. So really, isn't that much?
Yeah. What I need ideally is an extra life here, because I've got none left, which is very annoying. Ooh. There we go. Dynamite took both of them out. Right, need to go down here.
Diffused.
From next, that's a call back to old enemy territory, which I've not played in a long, long while. Oh, he knew.
Oh god, you're gonna put. Oh no, shit. Oh god. No.
Oh, fukushitoro. Sorry, what was that? I don't know. I don't know. Who said that?
I don't think that's fuck or shit in Japanese.
No, it's probably not. Is it? You know that
that's Baku. Japanese for pig.
Yes.
Weirdly enough, Baku is also the capital of Azerbaijan.
It is indeed. Yeah. See, them geography knowledge skills coming in there. Extra life at last, thank God.
That's what you need. So how many lives are you now in total?
1. Because I've lost so many of them.
At the end of the day, a life is a life, isn't it really?
Yeah. Go on, crazy hook, get out of it. There we are.
So here's a question for you while you're carrying on. How did you discover Captain Claw?
It was so the story of that is that my dad had a friend from his days, I think, in the police force.
You might have told me this, yeah, but
Yes.
tell the viewers as well, because I don't think
Yeah.
you told them.
So his friend, I think, had a son who had Captain Claw. I think
Yeah.
we just saw it there and decided to get it. But yeah, so this lad who I can vaguely remember from back in my really young childhood. He had a few different sort of games that I can remember from the sort of 90s, which I saw him once playing, and Captain Claw was one of them. And that's, I think, how we came to be in possession of a copy of Captain Claw. I think because we saw it there and we bought it. Yeah.
I remember the story of how you got returned to Castle Wolfenstein. Obviously, you got given a bag full of games, didn't you?
Yeah, games and various computer-related gubbins.
I think you answered that question in your first ever Q&A.
I did indeed, yeah.
About how do you get returned to Castle Wolfenstein? Yeah, you just got a bag of games and thought, oh, I'll give it a whirl, and you loved it.
Indeed, I did. It was very good. Speaking of back in the day, when this lad who I used to sort of know, there's another game that I sort of vaguely remember him playing, and which I kind of rediscovered again fairly recently. I've not ever played it, but I rediscovered what it was called, because I could always picture it in my head, but I could never remember what the name of it was. A really obscure late 90s title called Heart of Darkness. So this was kind of like a 2D...
Oh, Heart of Darkness. Now that sounds very familiar. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what the premise was.
So it was a 2D game. It wasn't like a side-scroller like Claw, because it was sort of made up into little screens and you'd move between them. But I think the storyline of it was that you played as this kid who was kind of actually reminiscent of Andy from Toy Story a little bit, I think, which is kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
And the idea is his dog gets kidnapped and taken to a world. There's like an eclipse, and the dog gets sucked through like a wormhole or something. And so the kid, who has like a spaceship in his treehouse, goes off to rescue him, but he like crash lands on this really like horrible alien planet, and it's like there's all like these shadow monsters and stuff in it. But I think the game is particularly remembered for, although there was no kind of like blood in it, some of the ways your character could actually die were actually pretty dark when you think about them.
Oh god!
Like, so things like the kid being crushed, things like the kid being basically eaten alive by monsters, things like this. Yeah, go and search for it on YouTube. It's weird.
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah,
right.
I mean it's very dated, obviously, now by today's standards in terms of its graphics and what have you. Yeah. But it's one of those which I could vaguely remember what it looked like for so long, and yet I could never remember the name of it. And it was like one of those things which, like, I could sort of vaguely remember it in the sense of repressed memory kind of thing, because of how.
Well, you say dated, but the retro graphics like this are back and forth. People are starting to like this again, like these sort of graphics.
Back. Oh shit!
Oh, you've fallen into death.
I didn't fall into a death trap, fortunately, but I came out somewhere else entirely.
I remember a popular game that was back in the 90s, which has had re-releases and remasters and stuff like that. It was a very big puzzle game series, the Myst franchise, was it Riven as well?
Riven,
yeah.
Riven.
But the Myst franchise, where you had to, one of them was where you and I had to solve puzzles to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very big one that people liked back then. My mum actually liked that one, really? Like the Myst franchise. Yeah.
I don't really know too much about Myst.
I think we had the third Myst, which was called Myst 3 Exile.
Myst 3 Exile.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. It's I don't know, I guess it's one of those franchises which a lot of people probably remember very well, but because I never played it, I don't really remember it.
Yeah. I think there's only a select few people really played it.
Yeah. That's the thing, just trying to think what other kind of games can I remember from back in the day when I was just a very young kid. There's another one which was a kind of FPS shooter in the style of the old sort of Wolfensteins or Dooms, which I can remember, like another really obscure title.
Yeah.
Was it called Alien Cabal? Something like that.
Alien Cabal. Again, it sounds familiar.
Yeah. God, these ropes are swinging like crazy. Or vines.
I know.
Fucking hell, this birdie's going to kill me. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm on it. Ooh, okay,
oh my god. Oh my bloody hell.
You having a seizure yet, Phil?
No.
Oh god, I have to get onto another one.
People are epileptic. Don't watch this bit. Oh my god.
That guy better not fucking shoot me now. Over to the right.
This is horrendous. Oh, look at this.
I know, it's ridiculous.
People's eyes are popping out of their head right now.
There we go, got it. Jeez.
Is there even vines that swing that fast in the main game?
I don't think so. No.
That's some funny programming to the guy.
Oh, watch out for the bird. Watch out for the old bird.
He's squawking at you.
God damn it! I was going to jump up and get him then, but I'm on 5 health.
These seagulls are, as in real life, damn annoying.
Oh! Accidentally press the wrong button. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoops. There's now what I wanted to do, Phil.
Oh yes, it was Claw, the one where you got these different elemental things. You get like fire, ice.
Yes, fire, ice, and lightning sword.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one exactly. Whoop. There we go.
Oh, elemental. I always like elemental stuff in games like this. Do you remember there was a mod for Minecraft, the Elemental Creepers?
Oh yes, I do remember that.
That was funny. You get all sorts of these weird creepers. You get like the normal generic ones like the fire, the water, the ice, and then you get ones like the dirt creep, which basically put you inside a massive dirt mound, and then the cookie creeper, which basically exploded, didn't hurt you, but just exploded into a shower of cookies.
Because why the hell not, eh?
Or, as we say here, biscuits, because we are English and not American.
Indeed. There was actually another mod for Minecraft back in the day, which was to do with creepers, the ice cream sandwich creeper mod.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Was a very niche one, but, oh God's sake, we're on these kind of fast-swinging vines. I just realised my mouse cursor was possibly in the shot then. As I don't know if it'll come up on the footage, though, that's the thing. Oh, fuck me, I have to jump from this rapidly swinging thing onto some disappearing boxes.
And some disappearing boxes where you've got spikes as well.
I
almost spoke to you. I was about to say, look at this mastery.
I know. What the heck?
No.
Where am I? I'm back here and I've got no more lives now, so if I fuck this up this time, I think that'll be it for this custom map.
Oh, does it? What happens? Do you start right from the actual beginning?
If you lose all your lives, that's it, game over. And so yeah, if you want to do it again, you have to start right from the beginning.
Wow, but that's how it was.
And
back
I
then.
fucked it up. Of course, I did. I completely mistimed that.
You stupid fucking idiot. I mean, that was a bit of a shame.
Wow. Well, there you go. So that was what was the name of that map again? It was Canyon something or other. I've completely forgotten. Hold on, if I check in the thing again. Under C, it was down here.
Canyon
Refuge, I think that's what it was.
Refuge,
yeah, that's the one. April 19th, 2005. So it was Canyon Refuge.
2005.
Yeah.
God. That's
Very
quite
good.
a while ago now.
It is indeed.
15 years ago.
Ancient history. There you are.
Ancient history. Yes, I'm sure the Egyptians, while they were dealing with the hieroglyphics, made that, didn't they?
Indeed, they did. Yes. Everyone knows the ancient Egyptians were big fans of Captain Claw. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. That's a history with Red and Phil, everybody.
History in the making, that.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining me then for that, Phil.
That was an interesting little preview of the that custom map. Didn't do too well, unfortunately, but it was good to see that people do these custom maps, and
people are still making them, and Captain
increasing
Claw
the longevity.
Still going. Yeah, it's incredible to think. A fun little thing that you might be interested to know. I actually have a series pre-recorded. Well, I say pre-recorded. I recorded it all, and I've got it on my computer for the game that was actually originally supposed to be the sequel to Captain Claw 2, because I managed to get my hands on a copy. It was like going dirt cheap on Amazon or wherever it was. So maybe we'll see that at some point on the channel.
What is the sequel?
So I say sequel, quote unquote. So originally it was going to be Captain Claw 2 in 3D, but then it got changed in 2008 when it was released to this incredibly generic character called Nikita, and the game was called Nikita: The Mystery of the Hidden Treasure.
Oh, so it's a bit like a spiritual successor then.
Spiritual successor, but
that's more what we say. Yeah.
Let's just say I played it. I've recorded 6 episodes of it, of the whole game, which I'll probably start uploading on the channel sometime this year, probably. Yeah. And let's just say it's an example of one of those games which is no wonder why it's not more well known, because it's absolutely shit.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
No. Yeah. Oh dear.
But you'll have to look forward to that.
Look forward to that, everyone.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe I'll upload them as kind of bonus videos at some time. I don't know, just every so often. But yeah, we'll see how I feel about it. So yeah, so thank you once again for joining me then, Phil. Thank you all out there for watching this. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You know the drill. But now the two of us are signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, and thank you, Captain Claw, for your adventures through the misdemeanors of the world, even though technically the title of this game is just called Claw and not Captain Claw. So, You fucked up there, Andrew. You stupid, idiotic, mangling. I think it's time to stop now. I think it really is. I'm just being stupid. This is Captain Claw. I've gone off on a tangent. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Well, let's go. Oh god, just hit the wall then. That took off a fair bit of health there, didn't it? Need to be careful. Oh. Destroy that. Oh god, it's firing back at me. Yeah, come on. Got it. All your tricks. Let's head to the left. God. Pilot your way into these narrow nooks and crannies. There's no nooks and crannies. Oh, there's another barricade up there. Oh, they're firing at me. They're shooting at me. Yeah, destroy it. Oh god, they're hitting me. Ow. There's another mine here. The west mine. Let's do it. More baby glow boxes. In you go. Little ones.